Hello, and welcome back. And the stupid camera has forgot its settings again. Why do you do that, camera? I guess my camera lives in fear, because I got an offer from one of our suppliers at work to test one of their cameras. So now he's scared. And instead of acting, he's acting up. I'm pressing the button to remember these settings, but he never does. That's a bit weird. The rest seems fine. Let's see, load, select, so we can watch the statistics and the... Okay, we might have to... Can I make this smaller? I cannot. Okay, so this is the absolute smallest the OBS can be. Alright. At least I made my Minecraft window bigger. That's something. Now let's see, what was I thinking while I was sitting here? We need to grab this onto here. Like that. And we have this thing. Here, and we shrink it so we can see the other things. There we go. So yeah, we are just chilling. I just made a quick retaining wall around that thing. I was like, yeah, let's just continue. And while I was doing that, it's like, all right, let's just blow this up and bring in the boys and the girls. That's you guys. Let's take off a little bit here. We'll keep that. That will be fine, I guess. Let's bring that up. Cool. So we're just gonna build. It's gonna be a bit weird looking this way for my chat, but it'll be fine. This is just like thrown up here, that's fine. However, can we get up to that? Did we bring the stairs? We did. So that would bring us basically to this level. How much would we be able to take off? Well, a little bit. Like that. Move these, find this, we need to take that out, we need to take this out, and we'll need to swap these around. And there we are. Planks. Let's see, let's break this down. extra squish like that, so that we can remove these two also. We'll take this and have these, and I guess we'll have something like that. That's going to need to be axed, because that's what we did down there. And then I guess we will do something like that. That works there. What would we do here? I guess we would do the same, just like that. Yeah, that will work. And up here, I was thinking we would remove these two, remove that and that. Switch that for this, and then we'll have stairs. That's going to come in between. Where did the pipe upgrade come from? Have I been messing with any pipes? Whoa. I made a hole in this one and filled this up with Enderium. So it increased the output a little bit, and it reduced the consumption a little bit. We have not touched any pipes. Wait, I did touch some pipes. Magnet off. Let's double check our mob farm. I did a thing. That's fine. You still have that thing, but that's okay. That's the only things I've touched was these four. I added this so that we can, if we get any netherite stuff, I would like to keep it because we're cheap. Cannot remember taking the pipe out though. Let's fly back. Where else was I and what did I do? We haven't touched any of these pipes. That's for sure. So these should be running fine. We haven't done anything in here because I basically just logged in. I did go back here. Filled in a few holes around here also, but we was over here. Just to check that this is still running. It is 0% damage. We are running at 1 millibucket. Fissile fuel is in the backlog kind of deal. So we are still at 11,583 pellets. Maybe we should just focus on the pellets for a little bit. And we was over here. We restocked this thing. But again, no in particular pipes are running here. Very strange. Could have been a quest, but I don't feel like that's for some other things. Oh well, at some point we'll probably figure it out. I suppose. Cool. Bring that back just a squish. Break that up a bit. Fine. A bit of terraforming on this edge. Same thing here. This is again just to win a little bit of space. Over here, and we have our pond. How would we do that? Something like that, I suppose. Collecting all the sand, dirt, clay. I haven't gone around to adding efficiency to this shovel yet. I'm a bit unsure whether I want to or not. That. Let's make this slightly more something like that, I suppose. Oh, that gives experience. All right. I guess we'll take it. Let's put that to this and small tunnel. actually speed it up a little bit. Cool. Let's get the bad boy. Something like that. Oh. All right, cool. And of course, there is. That's not dirt. I guess like that, it'll be fine. I think. So we're gonna need the question is, how would we do this little thing? That's a question. Or do we like add in a bit more dirt so it slopes with this thing? That's a rough question, yo. Anyways, let's finish this thing. So I was about to have these. Guys. In just kind of like for a bit, like maybe might change that for something else. So we can go around this. This is a bit dirty thingy, but it's cool. Cool. It adds to the area, absolutely. Sweet. All right. Ooh, oh, the Sarah. Hello. I'm not paying attention. I was lost in my own world here. Let's see. Hey. Excellent. Nice of you to drop by and say hello. At work already? No, wait. Will be late night shift Saturday on your end, maybe. Or you could have crossed over to Sunday, depending on where you are, of course. East Coast, West Coast. Anyway, Sunday morning here, so no work today. No chores either, so yay! Go Minecraft. Alright. Very pleased. What else do we have that needs a bit of work? Well, this is not too bad. Might have to add some trees or bushes and stuff. Gotta sort this though. I said middle click and stone. Like that. Then it's the question, how do we sort this? Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. I have an idea. Let's see. Let's see how we do this. One thing's for certain though. Sarah will be today's MVP. Kind of shows somebody has their notification bell on. Lovely. And let's see if we can't bring this back like at least 2 blocks down there. This is fine. We can bring that over there a bit. We'll keep that, but we'll take it off like so. Yes. Just get dirt place. And there's that little thing. And let's see, take this off. We add that. Take this out just a little bit. So we can bring this back so we can have a path on this side, and we can fit something here, a tree, park, something. And this area is with that, so we would then have maybe. Could be. Well, it could be a lot of things. could also be, yes, it absolutely could. Let's bring that up to there. We'll start bringing this back. Maybe. Now let's put down a little bit dirt into here. Just to bring this up a little bit. So to fill this in a little bit, we're gonna break that so we get the edge on that. Very important. Let's just start with that. We'll come back to this area for sure. Yes. Yes, something like that. We'll come back to it. Let's trim the front just a little bit. These three are stupid. The rest is fine. This might be a bit much. Maybe. Let's have a look. That might not be my worst curve. That kind of works. And for this, we'll come out even further. It'll work. Woo! Suddenly we're running. Git. Cool. Don't have to bring it back much, just a little bit. Like that. Perfect. This, not perfect, but we'll get back to that. This area here, also not perfect, but we'll also get back to that somehow. Next, I would like to see if we can do something about this. start by bringing this back a little bit. Just a bit. Okay, so let's might want to take out a bunch of that stuff. Or we might want to bring it forward actually. Let's do that. Let's bring it up to here. And we will basically just shave the entirety of this. For now. Okay, so these are insta mining right now. Okay, cool. So is that, how wide is this? 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't like that. So we're gonna go one more so we can have 7. So for 4, two, okay, insert that, let's get the silky here. Better. So let's get rid of these. Una Showerino. Okay, cool. Totally the wrong way. Really this wide? Yes it is. Alright. Cool, I guess. Is this even gonna work? We don't know. We're about to find out. Just try and make this work first. So we can bring that up again. We need this. And then we're going to need this line. Alright. Let's call this the 1. So from here we have 2. So here we'll add just the 1 overlap. And this will then be our straight, probably to here. And further, because if we bring, let's see, bring this further, this is going to be a wall. It's going to be a long wall and a long tunnel. And let's start with the obvious. Let me grab some of this and put that in my oven, and let me find the wand. Let's get some dirt going, because there is a hole in the wall over here. Which we kind of don't want. There's a bunch of stuff up here also. Let me think. How did this go again? Does this hit anything useful for us? It does not. So F7. Get rid of that. Give me the torcherinos, and let's just make sure this is properly lit. It seems to be. So we'll then just add, let's say we start, well, let's say we start there. That. And we have this. Cool. Cool. All right, let's see. And then it's the roof. Let's bring that down. So next step. Let's see, and remove torches. There should be some more torches here. That's a good start for that. Then we should be good to bring the roof down. To about here should be fine. Up, almost. Close that. Any more weird torches? We have something here. So we'll bring that from this side. Cool. Let's drop that. So we might as well get this going so we can build this up to where it's gonna be, which is here. Lovely. Oops. Like that, and that's gonna require a bit of stone in the background here. Let's see if we can do that nicely. Remove this bad boy. Cool. And that's the question. Do we care about this little hole in here? Let's see what's in here. We can keep a bucket. We can ditch that. We can ditch that. Anything here worth having? No. Compressed iron. We'll keep the blood though. Is that still in this? Yes. That can go in there. Other than that, we'll just reclaim the torches. And we will basically just fill this entire thing in, I guess. Wrong. Cool. And then comes these bad boys. Should we? Yeah, let's do. Just stop in the middle of the wall. since we haven't quite figured out the step yet. So that's is fine. Around. Yeah, I quite agree with UT right now. We do need a bit of chill, lo-fi stuff in the background for sure. Okay. Okay, let's dig this out. So we're gonna want another row of brick on top of this. Looking fine. So that could be done just like that. Let's have a look. Yes, and like that. Very good. Then we have one more of these bad boys. Then the only question is, how far do we run this design? That's kind of like the next big question now. Okay. Oh. I need some air. Oh, careful with the cable. It's a massive tunnel though. It's a bit much, but fuck it. So for dirt. Well, 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 well. Very unsure, but we'll make the best of it, I suppose. And everything can, of course, be changed. Something. We might build something around it eventually, but we'll start with that. shovel. Bring that about. This is some dumb stuff. And then we come back to this. So how about we bring, let's get these blocks in here a bit. And we start that as a yes. Okay, so if we were to have just trying something here. Okay, so it's do not use stay connected. And that does not have to be that big. Let's say this tall. Let's start with the outside, so we're going to need the shovel. That, and boy. Let's see if we can do the same here. This way. Oopsie. Okay, so if I do shapeless, oops. Ipsy daisy. Cool. Okay, we did something over here that we're not supposed to do, so we're gonna have to try and clean that up. That's what I'm saying. Ulti way in mind excavator thing, it's some dangerous stuff. Hopefully it doesn't look that bad. Like that. So press the B, get this bad boy. Let's select that and let's do our walls. Okay, also you. Put that down, put this down, right click that. And we ran out of stuff. Oh, well, trash can that. Hopefully that doesn't do anything on the outside. If it does, well, we're just gonna have to fix it. Let's have a peek. Oh, we did one. Yes, this is good. Very fine. And actually, it's a bit too tall. This is fine. And we're gonna have like our entrance over here. Let's do F7. Put down the torches we need. We ran out again.
That's unheard of.
So it's missing a spot. Cool. So we have this entire thing. Stairs and slabs, I guess. Cool. And we'll drop a couple of torches just so it's easier to see. We're gonna need our ATM shovel. Something like that. Fixing the edges. Sleeping. Oh, somebody dropped us a Lyco. That's very nice. Very appreciated. Let's get rid of that stuff. Very edgy, but what the hell? This. that. And then we're hitting this layer, which is a decent sized layer, so we just maybe want to trim that a little bit, something like this. And the other stuff we'll figure out from here, I guess. Something. Okay, actually let's get rid of this and that, and we insert these, this, that's better, looking fine. Better. Cool. Okay, we'll start with that. So my next idea was to get let's just land. Let's put that away. Spider, witch. Let's find our blank swab, just in case. It's not too shabby, I think. Those two annoyed me a little bit. And yes. At immersive engineering, we're gonna need a hammer, coal coke. This stuff is in a coke oven. Coke, yes. Coke bricks. These bad boys. What does it say in the middle? Any sandstone, okay. We don't have that. Crap. Alright, so emergency craft will be this. Followed by this. Is it 27? I think it's 27. Because the hammer just brings us into here. Placing 27, yeah, in a 3x3x3. Then right clicking with the hammer to convert it into an oven. That's what we want to do. The question is where we're going to place it. And we'll figure that out right after I have been a quick trip to the toilet. BRBs. Welcome back. And suddenly we have a bunch of people in here. Patrick's back. Welcome back, my dude. Where am I? I'm here. And while I was in the bathroom, I was thinking a bit. Like, axe. Hello, hello, hello. There's Spicy the boy also. We need a little bit of breakups here, don't we? We sure do. I mean, we are, after all, professional Minecrafters here. So these are... Come up here, and this is where we walked a lot, so we've worn out these things. Of course. Lovely. Need one. Two more. Perfect. This later. Now I was talking about the coke oven. And while I was thinking about the coke oven, we're also going to need the mob crushers. That's the thing we need to get done. So, Coke. Is that correct? No. Three. Now, ideally, we would like well, a bit unsure how I'm going to do it. Might be we yes. It's a bit steep. I was first thinking about putting some stuff here. How big is... So if we were 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that could work. Uncertain. Both the paprika and the spicy. Feel free to smash the Lycos since you're here already. That is nice. Come up here. Maybe we should focus a bit more on this area here. So we have a bit of a hill thing. Shovel. It's mostly building today anyways. And we would, and we also have this thing, which is quite nice. Oh, I know how we can do this. I think maybe we could okay, if we have, we cannot build this up because we have this floor. We're gonna close that up, obviously. Put in some kind of door thingy here. In this thing, we made this that can take us up to here. And we have this as a ledge, so we can walk up into here. And we have this area, which we kind of have to do a little something about. So maybe, what if we were to bring this say across to about here? On the edge of that we'll have this. And we can have so that could then come across to there, across to here, and we could kind of fill this in on the back side of this. Dude, why? You like float away, please? Absolute imbecile. And if that was to come across like that, and we were to have, let's find some spruce again. Say we were to have some stairs. 3 is fine. That's exactly how we put down stairs. Right, that's why we have the shovel, Calisto. We need to dig out this stuff. Like that. Bit unsure how. We'll leave that alone for now. Okej. Karlsson på taket har stuckit av. This dude is following me. I swear it. What is this? A gold nugget we can give these guys? Is that a thing? Magnet off. No? Okay, you don't want it? I'll take it back. And let's say we were to... for argument's sake, were to bring this one a little bit across here. And we'll bring it tall is that gonna be if you bring it up to there. Now we're gonna have it one below that, I think. Oh crap. Okay, whew. The most common mistake when using the wand. Okay, this should be good. Right, cool. So we can then start in, let's start in this area over here. So, to some degree, turn this in just a little bit. We'll leave that for now. And we'll have start with that. Where's our go keys? And hammer. Cool. Number 2. And number 3. Cool. And that is lovely. Let's put that away. Let's find the swab. And let's just fly randomly in this direction. We want to find a creeper real quick. And we want to swab him. And we'll make ourselves a backup creeper spawner. Here we have a brute. So if we just hang, things should spawn. Zombert, probably not so much on this side though, because of all the stuff. Well, that's a slime island. Alright, cool. Maybe it's just as smart to go underground. This is a bad underground. Oh, maybe not. This might not be too shabby. Some diamonds. That's the gray stuff. We might as well grab that. Free anvil. Yes, please. Withering. Some gold. Ew. Well, well, well. Any mobs? Here, creeper, creeper, creeper. This is back towards our base. Let's just RTP to a random location. Hello? Players? Oh, right. is a bit laggy. Is it suddenly daytime? Crap. In that case, we might as well just go home. Home to the base, that is. Okay, so while we hang, so raw stuff that goes there. And we'll just put that there, and we're in here. That goes in there. We have a spot for eggs. You don't say raw stuff in here. There we go. All right, so I was thinking while we wait for nighttime, we could clean some of this mess up. And in order to do that, so smoker, let's pick that up. Axe. It's a bunch of random stuff. Let's put the barrel away and find a new one, a sophisticated barrel. And we'll put that for now there. The rest can be in my inventory. Let's see, we'll take the chests, we'll take materials in U. That can stay in there. Can stay there for now. And the rest of that can wait a little bit. Let's take these two out. Let's just leave the rest for a little bit, and we will do, let's see. We'll take out the floor. That's on the inside of this. Do the same thing over here. Good. We'll leave the door alone. What we're gonna need a little bit of space underneath our floor. Cool. And for the sake of some things, let's do this. Cool. Shovel. 1, 2, 3, I guess 4. Oops. Cool. Perfection. Cool. We'll have our corners. We'll have this. And we'll have our shellfish mode. Unfortunate son. Oh, this is fortune. Shovel. That's not a shovel. Okie dokie. That. Do we have that thing? Well, we do have it, but we haven't brought it out. Perfect. And spruce again. We're gonna need some extra. That should be sufficient. And we will then have first and foremost, we're going to have this one moved one out. So that this can be a solid wall. And we need not sire but wire. This one, these two bad boys. And while we are here, this is maybe the fastest way up. We need a sign. So this will be home base, we'll call it. Because when we do home base, this is where we're gonna end up, in this area. But before we get to that, let's make a row across, and in the center-ish, about there. We'll put that. We'll do this. Shift right click to clear it. Put it away. And land somewhere here when we push the mob farm. So one of these sides. Let's just make a little section here. Okay. Is there using stairs? Can we then make that be a way up? This area is not going to be used for anything. Like that. So we can get up to that. Let's do the same thing here. Apparently we missed some spots. We'll leave that for now. That'll be like this. Okay, cool. Very nice. Chunky the schmood. I think we're going to grab this actually, so we will pop these off. We'll pop that off for now. We'll come back here. That totally did a thing. We need some smart ones. I want to have this in my face. Yes. Or do we want to have it like down there? No. So why this suddenly is called the E, I don't know. Let's rename it crafting terminal, because why not? You go there. Pattern encoding is there. ME pattern extended is there. We're gonna need, that's not connected to anything, of course. We'll have a big chungus. Go like that. And like that. And our smarty boy come like that. And then there is life. So anchor. Well, actually, let's grab some of that. We'll have some of that. And we already have some of that. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now. And we'll have that's not gonna work. Oh, we didn't put that. We haven't put that back yet. This guy and this guy. We'll just put that there. Put that thing there. We'll come here. We have to grab this bad boy. Put that in there. Then we have it. And I was thinking ME drives, and I have not made a recipe for that, obviously, for some wacko reason. But let's say I want 8. Boom. There we go. We'll keep these open for now. Cool. Put that away, put that away. Abba. Put that away, put that away. And let's make if we can. Let's just do the 64K. empty. Greenery stuff, food stuff. Let's just do this first. And we'll keep this. Okay, we have another enchanting table. Cool. So we'll put that up. So that's a nest. Food and seeds. I will keep these. Cool. Put that up in here. Let us make just in case we need them. How many did I make? That many, eh? Well, we got room for one more. Alright, we'll just keep those like that. So this is sorted. I think we can remove these two bad boys. And we will put set home base. Cool. Still gotta move all of these guys, but that's okay. Can upgrade some stuff in there. Very nice. And we have suddenly 12 people in here, which is awesome. And then we can do some of the things we were here for. So ender chest. Just grab one of these and one of these. Die. We'll take 6 of these. And we will make these black. We'll take 1 exporter. Let's see, number of items this way, and we'll have some coal. And at some point, taking the stairs down is going to piss me off, but for now, that's what we'll do. So we'll put that there. Let's face it the right way. We'll put this on top. We're going to export coal. Smart. Cool. So export coal. This will fill up ever so slowly. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna find our shovelerino. Something like that. Okay, cool. Take that out. Take this out, take that out, we'll take this out. This and that. Let's just do some regular cobblestone around here for now. So then we'll do that. We'll have this, we'll knock that out. We'll have this like that. Knock that out. So this should be basically filled with coal. And we will have, let's pipes. We had some extras. So we will have that thing here. And that's going to be, this is going to be export. We're going to grab one of these guys. We're going to right click, put that in. It's going to be round robin. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Cool. Let's see. Shovel. I'm not sure about the amount of space we're going to need, but we're also going to want to have some what you might call it, blue stuffs underneath here, so we can get to that's fast. Okay, so that's gonna make the coal and the creosote. it'll be fine. Can we have, let's come here. We have framed here, right? Yes, we do. So let's say, I'll screw that for now. Just add that one there. That's like our, that's not, we'll leave it, crap. We'll leave it at that for now. We're not going to spend too much time here anyway. Trap doors. Let's use a spruce one for this. We'll have that right there in that corner. Are we satisfied with 3, or should we do? We should do 4. We absolutely should do 4. Cool. And we'll make this, well, we'll figure that out. A undertake. How about ultimate fluid pipes from the mechanism? So if I am to put that, let's say here, and then we need these guys, and we need to pull. 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 Did I also put down a torso head? Oh, yes, I did. So this now has creosote oil. That means we need to go to the base. Let's get rid of this. We need another one of these. Make some space. Grab that, grab that. We're going to need these 2 bad boys. Wrong way. Fool. Need to pop down here. And if I then add this, it should be creosote, so we can lock it. And we'll put these 2 away, and we'll come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus one of these. Boom. 2.1 everything. So that's the creosote thing sorted, which is very nice. 13 people in here now. It's starting to rock on. We really need to close that thing up also. I don't think I'm going to bother chunk loading this. And if I grab the screen and the chest, I could put that there and that runs everything through. Then we can run these cables for that. Don't connect to them, please. Shit. How hard is that gonna be? I mean, like, come on! Coke. Home to the base, yo! Is this running? Yes. I had to change that pipe. So at 30,000 HDPE sheets or whatever it's called. Okay, so that is sorted. Actually, let's axe that. And let's see. What is the uses for a cobblestone? Cobblestone standing torch, upgrades, knife. I would like to see cobblestone bricks from quark. That might not be the ugliest thing. Let's use that. And we'll come into here and we will select trapdoors. Can I do that? No, I cannot do that. Okay, so that is trash. How about from twigs? That's another thing. Or compressed. No. You know what? Let's just do this. We'll take one mossy. We'll toss that in here. And we will select this. And that's going to be lovely. Location, not as much, but we'll figure that out. That should be then here. So we have a stepping stone down. Dude, you are annoying right now. So then we have that. We're gonna have to make some other machines also from immersive. Maybe we should just have a peek at that. So we have, we need a bucket of creosote oil. So that's also a thing I was thinking about doing somewhere. Let's do that over here. First we do creosote. I can just click this to get a bucket. Excellent. And we're gonna need an exporter, I think. Yes, only one, that'll be fine. Yes. And a crafting card just in case. Let's put that away. Is it nighttime? It is. Let's try and find that creeper again real quick. It really shouldn't be that hard. You just gotta be out of range from our torches. Is that a mushroom forest inside that mountain? Sure looked like it. If you land here and just hang a bit, something should probably spawn. Oh, 14. Can you break last record? 53. That would be nice. This should not be under any torch thingies. But the mob farm might steal a bunch of them. Things. Blue. Spotted another one over here. Could do with 2 more black stones for the portal. That's why I could fill it out. Blue. So skeleton. We don't need skeletons, but we can, with some luck, slay some spiders. Well, we'll just slay these boys also. So there might be a chance for the creeper to spawn. There is one right there. Oh yeah, we took those off. Why did we take those off? Well, yes, we could have a totem of undying. Okay. Do we have a chicken in the vicinity? We have a ton right over here. Oh, and we have a waystone. Didn't see that. I'll take it. Creepers and chickens. To the base, to the base. Right. Put away, put away, put away. Okay, so we were exporting something. Right. If I come over here, if I add how many is that gonna fit? That's gonna fit 64. That is fine. At Ender IO, and they have a tank, a fluid tank. Should be able to fit this down here somewhere. 4 out of 8 channels, 2 out of 8. Can we fit this in the back? Maybe we can.
It's a tiny Calisto.
That's what you use the personal shrinking device for, in case you wondered. You can fit stuff everywhere. So if I am to put that, let's say here, and I will put this thing here, and I will say that you shall export buckets. You shall have this card, and also the immersive oil from creosote should also be exported. So you will pull from that side. Okay, and then I'm going to need this and that. For this. And I'm going to need a bucket of creosote. And this is the only thing you're going to export. We're not going to have that much creosote, probably. And that's going to then fill this one up with buckets. So that way, we always have actual buckets of creosote in our system. Time to get big again. So slowly that's going to make us 64 buckets. Let's try and give it a little bit of this. Does that even work? I don't know. It'll sort itself out over time. Let's find our shovel and we will define a little bit of an area here. That's gonna be probably at least this big. I mean wide. Yeah. This pickaxe is dangerous now. Andesite, that's what I wanted. Is this? Yeah, sure. It's fine. Dude, get wrecked. Holy crapple. Dude, it's pissing me off. Let's grab that and put that away. We'll put that in here. That is trash. All right. Let's get the bricks. Let's find a spruce door. Okay, cool. And one plank there. Cool. Like that. That'll be fine. And we can enter in that. All of these are full for some reason. That is probably fine. Spruce, let's take 2 of these, we'll put that right there, so when we go in the door closes behind us. Perfect. Et voila! Cool. And what's next, Doc? Well, I saw a grassy bit here that pissed. That's not where it's supposed to be. Cool. Okay, let's see, what do we here? Wilden data model. We did that. Dragon egg seeds. That's a thing. Let's look into that. Dragon scale we have 4. Insanium 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hi ho, impulsive decider. Welcome, welcome. Is that the right kind of seeds? Yeah, probably. Yes, it is. Dragon chunkos. And while we are here, maybe we should also make ourselves a couple of nether star seeds. And we need a bit more of the teleporters, for sure. Why we need a crux for that? Crux, don't we? Yes, we do. Boom. So let's put that right there. But why did you quit gaming? I'm doing good, or at least better. Let me refresh my memory here a little bit. Impulsive, impulsive, impulsive decider. Would that be shakes? Am I remembering this correctly? These make the chunk. All right. Yeah, I know all about that. I'm seeing someone myself once a week. Not related to gaming though, but other things. Hence Minecraft and the recovery tour, as I like to call it. Do we need to make the skulls like that? No, we do not. So we want to just pump this out on this side. Yes. I'm going to come down here. Do you have space? You have space. So we will turn that off for a bit. You will forget. And you will remember. And then we can turn it back on. Oh, thank you. It's been growing. It's been a year and some since I took a haircut. So there's that. press U on this, and we want, and 3 of these makes an egg, so then we want this to be, oh shit, have I increased my volume too much? Is my voice loud? I saw a red line there when I started laughing. Well, if only I could sing, that would be nice. Let's turn that like so. Let's get half of that. We'll apply that. And we will go here, and we will just do this so we can have a chunk. Alright, that's good, that's good. Just the OBS here is like, you're redlining. So we'll put that there, and then we will remember, and then we'll turn it back on. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Well, it's good to see you again. Lovely. If ever you want to just talk, hit me up. I might also need someone to talk to every once in a while, so yeah. You can talk about whatever. And of course, that would not be on stream. If you know what I mean. That would be weird. Even though I've talked about some of my stuff on a stream a couple of times. Not too long ago, actually. With UT, if you don't know if you remember him. We think we played some Valorant with him. Somewhere down the line. So yeah. So he came with some nice words and practically made me cry on stream. So yeah, that's happened. But that's alright. We're only humans. So we need eggs. Booyakasha. Eggs sorted. How would a dragon egg omelette look like? Oops. Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, just take care of yourself. That's the important part. And let's do crux again. What do we need for this thing? That's not too bad. We can remove that. What do the nether star seeds need? This is easy. So how many nether star seeds should we make? I wonder. Let's have a look at what we are cooking up, what we are planted over here. Okay. So the seeds is that. So star. Let's say we do 8. Yeah, that'll be fine. Eight should be plenty. We also have 4 of the Wither boys cooking. Although we might have run out. Nope, we haven't run out yet. I turned off the export of this because we're going to move it. But we need to clear this one out before we move it. But we have 4 self-aware withers over here. What's the next? That's the dragon. And we have the piglish and a elder guardian. Do we have anything beyond this? No, those 3 are empty. So yeah. Well, it was good seeing that face again. Pressurized. Yeah, we got that from there. Okay, let's put that away. Put this down. Grab this. 4, 5. That takes the time it takes. Could probably speed it up with the bottle, but yeah, we're not gonna bother. While that runs, actually, let's run up here and see, are all these full? These are working towards 131,000. That's full. Gold not full. So that means you are running, right? No, we are out of silicone. Wait, what? We are. The crap. Ah well. We'll have a look at that after we've planted these bad boys. That's also going to require 2 crafts, I guess. So, let's see. Let's put 2 of them here. We'll put 3 of them here. Whoop! And another 2 here. The center one is free because that's where the light is. And we'll just come to one, 2 there, next to the Man of Steel. That should be fine, yes? Yes. Cool. So that is gonna also go down on this side. Yes. So we'll turn that off. We will crap. Okay, let's just keep that. I'm gonna need to find myself dragon essence is being sent somewhere. Now that is the dragon essence. What am I missing then? Right. I need some of this. I need a chunk. So we need to put the chunk there, that thing there. And then we need to put that thing there, and then we can remember. And that'll be internal, apply. We can turn that on again. So we'll make these, and then we'll come back here. I will press U on that, and that'll be star external, boom. And we'll put the rest of this stuff in there. Cool. Let's go to the base. And dragon eggs, how many are we up to? 7. Let's grab a few. Let's turn our magnet off. Be smart, Calisto. That's why you made this one, so you don't have to fly all the way. Let's turn the lights on. We don't have any hostile mobs. Have we gotten any more netherite stuff? No. Okay, so let's see here. Ignores conditions. Okay, so that's gonna... How many levels? 2,000. Let's store all our levels and we'll reclaim 40. 2,275 levels. Woo! Do the dab. And how many totems of undying do we now have? We have 8,000. And that's our maximum for this thing. And we're never gonna need more than that. We can turn the lights back off and we can go back home. And let's use these two. Let's put that there. We'll put that there. And we will search for a... No? No. Cable thing. Let's grab these two. And we will put one there. One there. And we will go to Draconic. We'll have one of these. And this is a home. So we'll put that there. And we will have a... Did I not make... We have this one, so we'll make this Eye of Ender. Craft that, and that's gonna be shit. Another one. Just right click. Put that in here. Mystical Agriculture. Cool. I will take this, we'll put that here, and we'll put in our home. That brings us here, and we'll put that there. So then we can travel back and forth really fast. So this is our base. This is going to be our hub. So we have the mob farm, we have the agriculture. We're probably going to have another one that takes us to our that thing over there, but we'll hold off a little bit on that. What's time? 3 hours exactly. All right. So we've done a few things, and we built a few things. I like this one. Should I? Maybe I should. Yeah, let's just do. It feels a bit weird having this not be spruce. So let's do that. That'll be fine. It'll look better from this angle, I think. From this, unsure, but we'll leave it be. Oh wait, let's do that. That'll fix everything. Perfect. And we're of course going to break up these walls eventually, but I'm not sure that's something we'll do on stream or not, or if it's something I'm just going to do a day on board while listening to some music or having some random YouTube on my ear. Is that a hole? That is a hole. Do I like these kind of holes? I do not. Does it go anywhere? No, it does not. So in that case, we'll just leave the water where it is. We'll do that. We'll do this. I will grab one of this. I will do this again, and I'll put this in my oven, and I will grab this as that. All right. And very, very cool. That's gonna need to go. Magnet. Oh shit. Okay, I could do that. Is that gonna do anything down here? Yes, it is. All right. Telling you, builders want. That's no joke. That's some dangerous things. And let's find this, because that's also a thing that came from our little thingamadoohick. Boring. Very unsure how to do this, but that's for the future. How's the creosote doing? 35. Lovely. This is doing fine also. What's this? 1.5 out of 10 approximately. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let's have a look at the questing things. Oh yeah, we did that thing. That's what we were saying. We were saying we're gonna follow this a little bit. And then I completely lost track. Insanium farmland. Insanium ingot. Let's make a recipe for that. Let's make a recipe for that. Since I know we have the recipe for the rest of them. I think I do at least. Well, I know I do. Soup, ingot, gem. Not the coal though. So what are we missing in here though? Are we missing anything? Yeah, of course we are. We're missing this stuff. The awakening. So that's something we could maybe peek into. Soul stone. Do this by the hundreds. We have 1500. All right, so that's fine. That's down here. Just do that. Should be done immediately. So one altar. 1, 2, 3, 4 of this. 1, 2, 3, 4 of that. Now where would we want to put that? It's not gonna have to. It does not need to be loaded. We're gonna need some. I'm gonna need 4 of these. And let's do 4 drawers. And we're going to want to build something for that somewhere. Question is, do we want to have it outside? Maybe we do. Maybe that's something we can put on some of the tops around here. Not too far, but not too close either. So let's say we use this one. Let's start with this one. It's a little bit of weird terrain here, so let's just fix that first. Very weird. That's just a hole in the ground. Okay. Anything down here at all? Where's my torches? No. It's not. I'm not gonna bother filling in all of this. I mean, come on. Just gonna keep it so we don't have any spawns. That's a good, really. Lovely. Oopsie. Okay, so let's start with that. And about the center as you can get. Like that. And we are of course gonna switch all this out for a bit of stone bricks to begin with. Let's say we do 3 behind each of these for like starters. That could be that, but that's a bit small, so we'll do that. We'll add one more. And actually, this could be... Where have we seen that? Map. We had a thing. Not base, jungle temple. Coral reef. I just gotta check. Sleep first. And we are badass armored right now, so we should be fine. We come here. We find jungle temple 2. We go out this way, and we go basically a little bit on the diagonally, as we like to call it. This thing, I think it is. Oh, there's another one. Have I been in this one? Does not look like it. So we'll make this silky. Otherwise, we're gonna have silverfish for days, and everything's gonna go kaboomski. Let's see. We want that. We don't have that one, so we'll take it. Did I also have horns in here? Felt like I saw a horn, maybe I didn't. Cool. We have this thing. Let's make that into fortune. And we're gonna get bomb rushed by things, or did we clean stuff out? Maybe we did. Still gonna go around top side first. Make sure everything is cleared out. What was that? How is that something that ticks? It's probably traps I've tripped earlier. Somehow. Oh, we still have some here. I'm sure you will be back, but I think we have this sorted right now. Still some ticking though, which I don't like. Alright. Okay, so that's just like this, right? Cool. We'll take the blood. Green heart sapling. Don't have that. So I guess we'll take it. So my question is, could this be something where we could open this up and have these on the top of this? Because this is a cool little structure. Shift R, yes. Copy. $20,000 blocks. So now it would like be super cool if we could see actually what kind of blocks we need. You know? I will put that away. It's gonna be too massive. We'll put it somewhere else. let's do that first. And Shovelerino. So we'll figure something out down the line. Let's start by digging out the innards. On this little thing. Right. So there is that. And we're then gonna need to have, well, we're probably gonna need a little bit more space than that. Fortune, just because we have some ores. Shulky. We're gonna need this bad boy. These two. And a sign again. Awakened mystical, that'll be fine. Right click. Like that. And we will do, well, we have these four. So how would we want to do that? Sweet. We'll do, well, we don't have a lot of space. Does not really matter as much. Let's start with 3. Just take these 2 out and I'll put the 4th there. We will do at modular routers. And we're gonna start with 5. I'm gonna need 4 to begin with. They're gonna be placed like that. I'm gonna need 8 of these, 4 of these. I think Well, that's what we're gonna do anyway. Extract from the one in the bottom. As fast as you can. Mist essence. We want, let's see here, earth, fire, water, and air. Put that up, grab this. And we're gonna lock these four. That's not my shovel. So let's see, we're gonna need earth, fire, water, air. I need 4 of these bad boys. That'll be this, that'll be red, that'll be blue, that'll be yellow. Let's put that away. We like to have 4 acceleration cards, 1 for each of these. We will have smart cables. Like that. So these will start to export. And we have that thing. Then we're going to have to go back to modular routers. We're going to need 2 more of these. So that's going to give us 4. Can I not? That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. It does that super fast, and there is, how do we, I think it's a muffler upgrade. Next terminal we're gonna have to make that. I think it's a muffler upgrade. Use the white wool, that is glorious. I'll put that there. Okay, so it takes 3. I remembered hearing something somewhere that it's more than 1. So that'll hide the little streaks if I go in here. Refill, right? Cool. So that's gonna pump 40 of every essence into these as fast as possible. That is good. And let's have, so for most of these there's gonna be two things, so two inputs. And we have, let's use these two, so we will put one here, we'll put one there. Put these like that. This will be so. You will do that as fast as you can. And we're gonna need two more of these. So for the first one we'll do, just because we can, just stand in the middle, this and that, and the other one will be this and that. Cool. Now let's take the last one, which is this one, and we're just gonna have to put that there. Put that there. Now we'll put this like so. That's going to extract from there. Fast as fudge. At modular routers. It's going to be a puller module 2. It's going to pull. It's going to pull from that and put it into there. You'll do that as fast as you can. Everything that went to the buffer went up to here, of course. And you'll do that as quiet as you can. Whitelist. Why can't I middle click these? Options, controls, keybinds, category, modular routers. Why? What happens if I do that? Okay, then I get it. But for some reason, middle mouse button not as much, but that's okay. Okay, so let's have a look at awakened supremium block. So that's 4 cognizant dust, gives me one of these. We have cognizant dust in this one, don't we? No? Yes. 2, 3. We actually have 4 stacks. So that means I can come here, I can put 2 in there, I will put 2 in there. Can we do this with just a redstone block underneath? Cog uses in here, and we need a supremium block in the middle. Okay, how did we do that? We have a router over here. So input, input, output. So let's say, shouldn't matter. Supremium block. So we'll have this, we'll have that, we'll have this, and we're going to come back here and we're going to have to find again the modular routers, because we're going to need regulator augment. We're going to need a thing for that. It's very important. So we'll have a distributor module. We're going to distribute to that. We're going to have this one. And it should be cooking. So I need to take this out, and I would then have to come into here, right click that and say whitelist. And then all of these. A full stack of that should pop into here. And that's going to be 9 stack of awakened supremium dust. Sword, what you want. Thank you for your sacrifice. Hiya. Alright, that's gonna cook I think we're gonna end it right here, and I think we will be back again tomorrow at around, let's see, it's 2 p.m. to 13 p.m. right now, so 3 4 may around 5 p.m. maybe tomorrow, maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit after, depends on how work goes tomorrow. So I'm gonna hang here and wait for this, and I'll fly around and do some bits and bobs and odds and ends, and yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.